Okay, let's go over some of the simple basics of making monster sounds. There are different variables that you can use to make certain monster sound effects, but yeah, we're going to show you the basics and then you can go from there. Lots of times use animal sounds or your own voice, depending on what you're trying to do. Now, lots of people on this planet use their own voice, and so it sounds kind of generic because we've heard it so much. So lots of times it's good to mess around with animals. I have a field recorder. I can go out and record, say, a goat and mess around with it. But here, we're going to just use my own voice. Ready? Here we go. Those last two, I would suggest you don't do too often. I've heard that can be bad for your voice if you do it a lot. So, take care of your health. Don't do that too often. Okay, it just sounds like some weirdo messing around with a mic. Not too impressive. But here is where the magic happens. The number one rule for making monster sounds is utilize pitch shift. And lots of times you just have to go down about 3 steps before it starts to sound right. Okay. It's better. You know, it could sound kind of like a werewolf maybe. Now, something to keep in mind is when you're starting to mess with pitch shift, the further down you go, the more you tend to lose the value of your higher ranges, like your treble. So you sometimes have to compensate by upping them just a touch. That's not too bad. Sometimes you can use reverb. If you're in the position of making stock sounds, I usually suggest not using reverb. But if you're going to use it just right in your own videos and it's right, go ahead. Oh, gee. Okay. Okay, here's something else you can do. Let's get rid of the reverb, by the way. Now, you can either lower the pitch by just a little bit. It's interesting. To me, it gets more an alien sound. I'm usually quite conservative with that method. But let's go ahead and reset that back. Something else you can do is just delay it just a few steps there. But often it sounds more robotic. So you have to be careful with that one as well. Now at this point, there are just so many random things you can do to mess around with it. And whatever program you have, just try adding a lot of different effects that it'll let you do to find out which ones you like. But anyways, that is actually how you do it.